Hello again, welcome back. So in this section we are going to be looking at Excel functions. In our previous video we looked at formulas, and this was the table we used. So Excel functions are inbuilt formulas in Excel. Unlike in this place, you can see we are using plus, minus. All those things are on our keyboard, but functions are not on our keyboard. They are in Microsoft Excel. And before you can start a function, you need to start with an equal sign. So I will just clear this, delete this, and I will also delete this. So we are going to be looking at the sum function. We are going to be looking at the mass.
Fifth slide, an octave slide, lip triple.
So these are the functions we are going to be looking at in this class, because particularly this is for beginners. So these are the basic function you should know as a beginner in Microsoft Excel. So the sum. So instead of doing this plus this, here you see it's giving us 6, right? And that is the correct answer. But this is just the formula we use. We want to use a function to get the sum of this. So just type your equal to, hit your equal to, and you say type your sum. I said it's going to show up sum. You can see sum, it says add all the numbers in a range of cells. So a function is divided, has two components. The first component is the name of that function and the argument. So this is the argument, adds all numbers in a range of cells. So let's click on this, and nothing will happen until you tap. Double click it, and you come here. This is the number 1. Remember to place your comma. Number 2, click your enter. And sometimes when you are working and you double tap this, you are going to see the function that you used. You notice something, that when we clicked on cell C and placed our comma and clicked on D3, we did not close the parenthesis and nothing happened. But in some cases, when you're working with Excel, it is required that you close parentheses. They are important for you to get the results you are looking for. So that's by the way. So we start here again, our equal to. Now I want to find the maximum, the maximum of number in a range of the cell. Remember, this is just an example, so we didn't use data set that has lots of. So double click, I'll just take this and select this. I'll close my parenthesis and I'll click on enter. So you can see 6 is the maximum in this range. Another thing we can look out for is maybe we can also check out this. So let me delete this. Now I want to find the maximum in everything here, the maximum number in this range of cells. So I'll just place my equal to max, double click this and select this range of cells, click enter. So you can see the result 17.64, and actually 17.64 is the maximum number here. So the next thing we are going to look out for is average. So I'll just place my equal to, type average. Excel is going to bring a lot of this, but this is what I'm looking for. Average returns the average arithmetic mean of each argument, which can be numbers or name, arrays or reference that contains number. So this is the average. I want to return the average of an argument. I'll I'll double click and I'll select this whole cell. I'll click my enter. So Excel has calculated everything here, and this is the average of them all, 7.5. So another thing we're going to look out for is the mean. The same way we did it. Type your mean. Returns, you can see it here, this is the argument. Return the smallest number in a set of arguments. Ignore logical values in text. Double click this and let me use this range, just cell C, column C. So click my enter. So you can see the minimum number here is 4 in this range. The minimum number in this range is 4. That is correct. So Excel helps solve all those problems for you. So what else are we looking out for? We are looking for count. So so I want to show you something about count. When you type count, you're going to see count A, count out, count blank, count if. So all these things are conditions. But first of all, we're going to look at count. Count the number of cells in a range that contains number. So if there is a range that contains names, alphabet, it will not count it. It will only count a range that contains number. And luckily enough, okay, let's say I want to count the whole of the cell. I'll click enter. 12. But you know, this 12 is all the cells that contains number. It didn't count all this one. So let's count this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the cells that contain number, count function is for counting them. But if I want to use the count if, the counter, it's a count the number of cells in a range that are not empty. You understand? In a range that are not empty. So if I select everything here, I'll click enter. 19. Now it's counted everything here without this 2, because these 2 are empty. Another thing you can also want to use is I will leave the other count for you, should I? Okay, count blank. Count the number of empty cells in a specified range. So if you want to count the number of empty cells, you select this. If I select this, so you can see there are just 2 empty cells in the range that I selected. So these are the function. In the description box there is the WhatsApp group. You can join us. You can be able to reach out to me and ask your question. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and don't forget to share.